Hi, my name is David Antonelli. I run the national ad sales team at SessionM. And SessionM is a mobile rewards platform. We're the biggest mobile loyalty platform across thousands of apps. And we reward people for engaging with apps. And we also reward people for partaking in brand activities. It's an entirely opt-in experience, which is a key thing about the SessionM platform. We are embedded across these thousands of apps, and we really let people choose to partake in various activities in those apps, and they get rewarded also for partaking with brands. And it's an experience that's seamless. We make it very easy for people. Once you launch an app and we're embedded in that app, we make it really easy for people to have the choice to engage and then accumulate M points, which is our currency for that engagement. And then you use those points for real things. So gift cards, you can donate to charity, and you can use your points for contests and sweepstakes, so you can kick in a small amount of points and win something much bigger. Our position at SessionM is that it's a way to engage consumers at another point in time and making it relevant to that point in time. And it's all about serving up the right message to the right person at the right time. So we're trying to make it very rewarding to users that are opting in to tell us where they are. And we give them a really good reason to tell us where they are because we're giving something of value back to them. And so by doing that, we're talking to them in a different way than we would if they were sitting on their couch or doing something different. So it's another way to have a dialogue with consumers, and that's really how it's changing mobile advertising. So we see a lot of possibilities at SessionM for using location data across the spectrum of time period that a user might be thinking about going to a store and motivating them to go to that store by creating a rewarding reason to do that, then targeting them when they're there with a relevant message for a brand, and then attributing for a marketer the purchase that was generated from that visit. So that's a key part of what's on our roadmap and things that we've been doing quite often at SessionM. And also then targeting them later, so they've engaged in a dialogue with us as a platform. First of all, we've seen about 30% of people that check into our locations, once we promote a location as a check-in option, 30% of people are actually going to those stores because of the reward. So that's a really strong stat that we're really proud of. And then additionally, we see that about 75% of people that go to these stores to get the benefits of checking in through SessionM, 75% of people are actually then purchasing brand products at that point in time. So you really have to consider when you have this very personal relationship with a user when you're targeting them on their mobile device. So first of all, you want them to opt in and feel good about that experience so that the brand is seen in a favorable light. So that's something at SessionM that we're very cognizant of. We want people to choose to opt in, and we want to make it rewarding. There's studies that show that about 50% of people are willing to give their location if they're given something of value. So we want to make sure that we're giving that value so that they have that reason. So making it rewarding is a key thing. We also want people to have a relevant experience when they're in that store and making the brand appear at the right moment. So the right person at the right time with the right message. So making sure that it correlates, not just randomly targeting them with experiences that don't make sense at that point in time. And then, finally, it's the idea of continuing the relationship and the dialogue with consumers. So getting them to go to stores and making it motivating. While they're in the store, we want to make sure that it's something that is appropriate and feels good to the users and that is also rewarding, and then continuing that dialogue down the path so that you can reach out to them with other rewarding experiences that they're looking forward to from a brand. We see it at SessionM as being all about driving a long-term dialogue with consumers. So we see the future as not just one-off targeting messages to consumers at a specific point in time, but creating a relationship and a loyalty for that relationship that extends well beyond that one initial point in time when you target the consumer in a store. It's about opening the door to them wanting to talk to a brand or talk to a store or retail location and getting them to think about that relationship down the path as well.